Our next step is to join the center backs with the right sides facing each other. So you want to put your skirt inside the underskirt so the right sides are together. And then we're going to pin the seam allowances together from the point where we have left that opening. This will create a very neat finish at this center back opening. Now we're going to put right sides together the opening of both skirts, and we're going to sew them in to the end of the opening. And you can just put that really flat and sew it in. Pin the other side as well. When I actually do this, I always just pin one side and I sew down one side because the pins get in the way, and then I do the other side. So you want to go down 1 centimeter seam allowance, make sure it's all flat. It's really easy to catch something at the bottom there, so you could just stop a little bit higher, okay? You don't need to go all the way. Now I've caught something there and I had to open it back up. That's why it wasn't going all the way down. Then on the other side, you make sure it's flat underneath it, and then you sew back up. And to make sure that this looks really, really pristine, we're also going to understitch it. And that means that the seam allowance is going to be stitched down. So seam allowance folded towards the lining, and then we just stitch close to the edge down. And we do that both sides, and that gives you the most beautiful skirt. Absolutely gorgeous. Next, we're going to pin together the top, and at that point you can also check the length. So if it's not quite right, make sure that it sits just like that and pull it up a bit if it doesn't, okay? Then we're going to put our gather threads into the top. That means it's the longest thread available on your sewing machine, and we're putting them together. Now, you can see here that my lining seems to be a bit bigger, so don't despair. We're going to gather this anyway, just put it into little pleats. Because fabric reacts differently, and there's no point having hardship here, just go. And then the next stitch goes right next to it with the presser foot lining up with the initial first row.